Howdy y'all, and welcome to Creators Gaming. Today we're going to be making a mad scientist lair. I really like how this turned out. I think it turned out really cool. Didn't cost a whole lot to make. I'm very pleased, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. To start off with, this is everything that you're going to need for this project. I'm using weed eater line. I'm also using the plastic tips that go to the air fresheners that go into your wall, because those usually either go into the trash or go into the recycle, but we're going to recycle them for this project instead. Now this project is a little bit different than my other ones. It does cost a bit more because you are using more wood and you're not using as much trash, but I still didn't spend a whole lot because I bought all these wood pieces from the Walmart craft sections. You may recognize these little wooden blocks from the cheap Jenga set from Dollar Tree, and you would be correct. Now I'm also going to wood glue this together for the slab for our creature or creatures to be on for our Halloween adventure that I'm going to be putting together. And the smaller bricks are just the same Jenga pieces that I cut in half that I wanted to be different sizes. And with the dowel rods, I did the same thing. I just trimmed them down and made them to the size that I'd like them to be. Hindsight, it would have probably been faster just to use the hot glue, but I wanted to use wood glue. And if y'all would like to buy me a coffee and get a shout out, the link is in my bio. It's also at the bottom of the picture here. So if y'all don't mind, I would definitely appreciate it. Thank you. And all proceeds will go to making the next video. This portion, we're going to be using those airwick tops, and I already cut the tips off, and I shoved some Dollar Tree toys into the top. Is some leftovers from the other kit that we used the other day. That nothing goes to waste. I'm going to work smarter and not harder by using the glue gun on these. That way they stay down and don't move around. I do want to apologize for how my voice sounds on this video. I am still pretty sick. I do feel better than I have all week. And believe it or not, I actually sound a lot better than I did earlier. So, progress, baby steps, it works. Off camera, I took it outside and spray painted it. That way it could have that flat matte black color. That way whenever we go through and do the gray later, it looks a lot better. I'm going to go ahead and hot glue my weed eater wire where it looks like the Mad Scientist layers electricity cables. I also off camera glued some beads onto the small control boxes. And I put a bead of hot glue on top of the slab. That way it has some kind of a pillow. I don't know about you, but I kind of want my monsters to be comfortable. Doesn't really matter, but I like the way it looks. And with that done, I'm going to go ahead and go over with my apple barrel paint. I'm using a slate gray to kind of do some of the dry brushing and to bring in some different color to break it up. It's a nice reminder that doing the dry brushing really brings out some details that you otherwise wouldn't have or would miss. For some of the blood splatter, I am using a folk art, which is just Michael's cheap brand, kind of like Walmart's apple barrel or craft paint or whatever it is. It's just super cheap. I bought this on clearance. I'm going to go ahead and make the little footsteps going up to the platform. I guess today words are hard. Going in with an even lighter gray, I'm going to go ahead and outline my stones. I'm probably going to fast forward through this as well because it is kind of tedious and boring, but I do like to hand draw these on. DM Scotty has an idea where he uses foam core and makes a stamp to put on the stone work, but I kind of prefer to paint them on. In parts, I did go back over with some black paint to get a little bit more definition where it doesn't just look like gray lines drawn on a piece of wood. It's all about the detail. You don't have to do a whole bunch of this. It's just, I like the way it looks, so this is what I did. Now, on the parts to where I think I put too much black on or I needed a little bit more shadowing or to make those stones look different, I went over it with a bit more gray. For the toy pieces where the wire's coming out of, I did go over it with some Army Painter Gold to give it a little bit more pop. Well, there you have it. Super easy, super quick. If you like the video, please hit the like, subscribe, and share the video. It helps out a whole lot. And I hope to see y'all next week. Bye.